When we are passionate, thoughts become inspiration, loyalty, devotion, transformation, rebirth, work, dedication, and life becomes adventure. And so in the past month, I have thought about passion a lot. I have tried to answer what it is, where it comes from, how we can hold it, how we can increase it, whether we can increase it. And after a month of thinking, I might have a partial answer. I have an answer to the question, what hinders us from being passionate? Because before we can become more passionate, we must remove the obstacles that prevent us from tapping into our potential. And so I have compiled a list that I will share to you right now. The first enemy of passion is a lack of presence. You see, when we are distracted, we cannot be passionate. Passion can be viewed as the love for the small and the subtle things in life. And we cannot perceive the small and the subtle if we are distracted, if we are stuck in our heads, if we are stuck with the voices in our minds, with the inner monologues. If we are not present, we cannot be inspired because our mind is occupied. It blocks the natural flow of energy. We actively block it if we distract ourselves. And so having a massive to-do list is actually one of the very concrete things that hinders us from being passionate. If I have a lot of homework to do, I cannot record a video because I can't get in the flow, because with my mind I'm in the homework. This is, for instance, why I often record in the evening, because my mind is free, because then I don't have massive to-do lists, and then the energy can flow freely again. So I encourage you to increase your presence. I want you to meditate. I want you to complete your to-do lists. And I want you to cut out that which is hindering your presence. For instance, social media addiction, music addiction, fast food addiction, porn addiction. All these things hinder you from being present and in the moment. And they block or at least interfere with the natural flow of energy. And so we must subtract them in order to tap into our passion potential. The second enemy of passion is mental dulling. If we are exhausted, we cannot be passionate. If we are very tired, it is difficult to be romantic. And so we should strive to not be exhausted if our goal is to be passionate. That means you have to sleep better. You have to eat better. You have to cut out your electronics for the evening to then be present and to give your body some proper rest. If we cannot give our bodies rest, if we cannot bring our minds to rest either, we will as well interfere with the natural flow of energy, and this is where we start to feel dull in our minds. But mental dulling has also another interpretation. If every day is alike, if one day blends with the other because they are so similar, we have no creativity left in us, and that drives out the passion as well. Let me picture this. Let's say you had a few buckets of paint. If you were to pour them on a canvas, you would have beautiful and interesting patterns. If you were to stir them a bit, the patterns would become even more interesting. But if you stir for too long, then the colors start to blend and they become grey and boring. And then nothing happens again until you add a new bucket. And so this is kind of like life. If one day is like the other, then everything that could be experienced already was, and this is why we no longer have a sense of passion. Our body adapts to the circumstances, and that's where we lose our presence and become dull. And so, we need adventure. We need to seek discomfort and adventure actively in order to maintain our passion. The third enemy of passion is repeated cynicism and rationalizations. If we keep telling ourselves that pursuing art is cringe, that writing or dancing is feminine, and that it's not work and not productive, that life isn't actually about being passionate and creative, and rather about being practical and rational. That's what kills the passion. If we are confronted with these rationalizations over and over again, it strips us of our will to be passionate. And this is a problem, because when we are passionate, every area of our life transforms. As we've already discussed, life becomes adventure, and so does everything else. And so we should strive to make our lives as passionate as possible. This is the beauty thereof. You only get to live once, and only if you embrace everything, that is, if you are passionate, you will see the greatest satisfaction. And so, my name is Kirill, and my goal is to inspire 10,000 good decisions. I hope that this video helped you to become more passionate. If you did, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.